Hello, welcome to another edition of Crop Life Retail Week. I'm Eric Sfiligoj, editor of Crop Life and Crop Life Iron, back again with my fun friend on video, Lara Sowinski, back from a well-needed vacation. Laura, welcome back to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a well-needed and a very enjoyable vacation. So yeah, feel like I'm back in the groove again, corn behind me and
Well, that's good. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, I know this is that time of year, of course, as we're recording this video, and between the time this video airs and our next one airs, the 4th of July will have come and gone. So fireworks aplenty will have been gone off. I know your dog and probably mine will be hiding under beds and couches because they hate those noises. But everybody, that's the time of year most people go on vacation. I think I was reading a story this morning that said that AAA is expecting about 71 million Americans to be in motion on vacation next week
wow.
during the 4th of July week. So, and if, fingers crossed, I'll be one of them. So that's fine.
Good, good. Yeah, no, that's
But
great.
hey, you just got back, I'm getting ready to go. But before we part vacation time wise, let's go over a little bit of the news of the week, month, etc., and so on that folks may have missed as they've been doing their vacation time and end of school time and swim time and whatever else they're doing for fun. Now that we're officially in summer. Of course, something we've talked about, Laura, a lot on in our magazine and on our videos, the biological space. We've got a lot of activity in that space, a lot of companies getting involved, and and not just startups, but I mean long time established companies in the ag marketplace. And found out another one is going to be joining those ranks. Our friends at Nutrien have decided they're going to acquire Suncor Energy's agricultural assets, and that includes Suncor's biocontrols products. According to the folks at Nutrien, this is going to help broaden their portfolio and biological options for their customer base. They're hoping to market these products under their Loveland Products line name. But again, they're not going to be available right away. The anticipation right now is the products that Suncor has are going to be approved for use sometime during the 2025 calendar year. So they probably won't be in the ag market until 2026 growing season. So, but again, here's another long time established ag company, supplier, retailer that's jumping into the biological space. So again, the
Mhm.
more the merrier, I guess.
Right, right. Yeah, and a trend that we've certainly seen, whereby established companies, as you mentioned, acquiring startups and pure play biological companies. We've seen that with other companies, and so yeah, this is a big development. So congratulations to both Suncor and Nutrien. Big
Yeah,
news.
and I'm sure this won't be the last time we report on this. We'll be
Right. Yeah.
stay tuned, viewers, for a couple of videos from now. I'm sure we'll have more news along these lines from another set of players. And hey, one other thing to share on my front before we'll kick this over to you. Of course, we've talked on many videos of how our friends at Bayer have been fighting over and over again across the nation in courtrooms regarding glyphosate and Roundup, and folks that are claiming that use of that product has caused them harm. And actually, there was one case recently in the state of Pennsylvania where the jury found in favor of the plaintiff against Bayer and awarded the plaintiff $2.25 billion in liability and damages. But we found out in the last week that another court in Pennsylvania decided that that amount was too high, and they reduced it to about 400 million. But ultimately, Bayer still thinks that given the facts of the case, that that amount is still too high. So their plan is to appeal to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. So they're planning to do that here in the month of June. And we'll see what happens with that case as we move into the fall. But yeah, Bayer has got to be happy it was reduced from billions to millions, but again, they still think millions is too high.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a sizable, yeah, from billions to millions. Yeah, no, lots of news around that too. You know, sometimes we don't always talk about every aspect of that, but there are a lot of cases still going through the process. It'll be interesting to see how these other ones are resolved as well.
Yep, amen, amen. But of course, viewers, as always, as news comes to us, we will share with you. But in the meantime, of course, one other thing, like I said earlier in this video, we are now officially into summer, and that means trade show season is coming very quickly upon us. And one of the events that I'm looking forward to, and I know you are too, is our own Tech Hub Live event taking place in Des Moines at the end of July. And I guess you have some news to share regarding one of the people that'll be there talking to all the attendees at Tech Hub. So, Miss Laura, if you would take it away.
Yeah, it's really, it seems like only yesterday that we started planning for Tech Hub Live, which, you know, truly was just after we ended Tech Hub Live 23.
Yeah.
We shifted into planning mode for 24, but here we are at the beginning of July and, you know, weeks away, days away really from Tech Hub Live. We have I think a really the perfect keynote speaker for the times, if you will. I mean, you know, we are reporting a lot with farm income and uh, farm bill, things that are kind of in place still. And Ted McKinney is our keynote speaker at Tech Hub Live. Ted will kick off the programming on day one, Tuesday, July 30th. I'm sure many of you are familiar with NASDA. That's the National Association of State Departments of Agriculture. I was not familiar with NASDA prior to meeting Ted, but the more I learned about Ted and his role at NASDA, I really have to say this is, again, really a perfect person to be presenting our keynote this year. So for those of you that don't know NASDA, so the organization was founded in 1916. So certainly has been around, established for a while. So NASDA is a leader, this is from their site, a leader and a problem solver on the nation's most important ag issues. Speaking on behalf of a unified voice from all 50 states and 4 territories, NASDA is a nonpartisan association working to influence policy that is beneficial for all regions, people, and environments. They are committed to representing the interest of everyone in the food supply chain. So, you know, Ted's been in this role. He was appointed in September 21. So, been there a while, but even Ted is fantastic. I mean, his bio is incredible. He, you know, got his start on a farm, still is involved with his family farm in Tipton, Indiana. He was a member of the 4-H. He served as the USDA's first undersecretary for trade and foreign agricultural affairs, and that was from 2017 to 21. So he's got international experience. His role at the USDA was leading the development and implementation of trade policy, facilitating foreign market access, promoting opportunities for U.S. ag. So he kind of has the spectrum, you know, kind of raised on the farm for 4-H, went to Purdue, has global trade, ag. So, and just an all-around great guy. We've had the pleasure, Magda, on our team, and I of speaking with Ted, and really excited to have him as our keynote. That's day one. Day two, our keynote, I may have mentioned this in a prior recording here. This is our Women in Ag Tech group. So we have some ambassadors and members of our Women in Ag Tech. And that will be a panel discussion, and that will be our keynote on day 2. But, you know, I can't say enough about, you know, this is what our 4th year for Tech Hub Live, and this program is just awesome. It's just really, it's an all-star, you know, panels and all the fireside chats that you and I have, the tech talks, the roundtables. This year we have the workshops, 2 workshops, and that will be at the conclusion of the program on day 2 on Wednesday, the 31st, right after the Tech Hub Live ends. We'll have these workshops, one on drones and one on biocontrols. So both of them, you know, 2 hot topics, but gosh, I mean, the numbers are looking great. We're super excited. So techhublive.com. If you haven't registered yet, please do. We would love to have you there. We have great exhibitors, great attendees, and I think the program is awesome this year. So and we have Ted. So
And we have Ted. Yes, that's very
Alright,
important. Yeah, I know I have talked to Ted at other industry events. I think when he was, you know, the Secretary of Ag, Undersecretary.
well,
But
yeah,
I've never heard him give a full speech presentation. So I'm looking forward to that. That ought to, I mean, I'm sure I'm sure he's going to be really very informative and
yeah.
insightful. And I'm sure if you can be at in Des Moines at the end of July, please join us, because Laura and I will be looking forward to seeing you there. And if not, of course, after the event, we'll have lots of follow-up, and I'm sure you can get the highlights. But being there in person for it as it's actually taking place, there's really no substitute for that. So.
It's true. A lot of good energy and networking. So yeah, no, we'd love to have you. So come join us.
All right, well, very good. Well, Miss Laura, then let's end this program as we always do. Time for your favorite segment of the show. Time for Fun with Numbers.
That's what it was that I missed last week. I knew there was something that
Your stress levels were
there was
much
a hole in
lower.
my schedule. What was it? Oh yeah, fun with numbers.
Blood pressure, blood sugar, stress levels, all lower. You didn't have to get on the hot seat. Yeah, I know. You know, and my compliments to the person that pitched it for you last week. They got the correct answer. So
Oh
pressure's
man,
on. Pressure's on.
gosh. All right. Well, in that case, answer's D. All of the above.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All of the above. Yeah. No, I haven't never played that card. I don't think I ever will. So,
Okay.
so Miss Laura, your number this week, it's a percentage, pretty large one, 260, 260%.
Okay.
All right. So it's 260%, Miss Laura. Is that the percentage increase in the cost for corn seed since 1997? Is it B, the percentage increase in the cost for soybean seed since 1997? Is it C, the percentage increase in the cost for cotton seed since 1997? Or is it D, the percentage increase in political spam hitting my inbox email since June 1st? And
Eric.
I'm sure you're getting bombarded with all the political party emails as well. I delete at least a dozen a day, I think. So,
Ah, I'm
so yeah,
going.
you got corn, soybean, or cotton, basically your choices. Yeah.
I'm going with soybean B.
You are correct. Congratulations. Yes, our friends at USDA put out a report not too long ago where they were talking about how soybean seed costs have gone up significantly over the last, well, I think that is like 26 years or so, 27 years.
That's
That,
lots.
yeah, since 1997. Back in 1997, they pointed out in this report that the average grower was spending $19.72 per acre to buy their soybean seed.
Mhm.
But last year in 2023, that amount had risen to $71.03 per acre.
Wow.
So yeah, a very, very
Wow.
substantial increase. Now, again, when you go, 260% over that many years, it's about 9.6% per year average, which doesn't
Mhm,
seem that high, but
mhm,
the report pointed out that most of the increases happened as the genetically modified
mhm.
varieties of soybean seed became available in the late 90s and early 2000s, so that most of these increases took place before 2010. Uh,
Mhm, mhm.
but nonetheless, 260% was the amount increase since 1997 for soybean seed.
Oh, I got it. Great. Well, you could just have the card delivered to my house, the way.
Sounds good. And yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure since you got the answer right, a videographer might have done balloons, but maybe they were rockets because of the 4th of July. But yes, on behalf of all of us here at CropLife, we hope everyone out there has a safe and happy 4th of July time away from the office, get to enjoy some fireworks or picnics or food or whatever you enjoy. And on behalf of myself and everyone here, we hope you have a great time and we will see you again soon. If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below. Your feedback is important to us. We will try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.